No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community.
What's going on, y'all? Micah here, and I'm back with another boxing technique breakdown. And as you can see, this is of your boy Dillon Danis. And it looks like on this picture they say he's a fusion of Kelvin Gastelum at the top and some little random Asian joker at the bottom. I don't know who he is, but as you can see, it equals out to Dillon Danis, who looks like an unpolished version of Namor. And that's why I went ahead and gave a little disclaimer with Dr. Umar at the beginning. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. I don't even know if Dillon Danis is Mexican, but he looks like Namor. Namor's Mexican. So, hey, I mean, it is what it is. But we're going to go ahead and check out his technique and see, does he actually have the goods to take on KSI and beat him handedly? Or will he get his booty handed to him, man? And does he need to just stay doing the jiu-jitsu circuit, man? Stick to grappling, bro, because this ain't for you. Let's go ahead and check out his technique and see what we think.
Oh, yes, easy work. Easy work, motherfucker.
So first flag on the play, and it ain't got nothing to do with boxing, man, but that haircut, man. You went to the barber and you really was like all week like, man, I can't wait to get the goddamn eastbound and down, goddamn. What the hell, bro? What was you thinking, bro? That's the person who you need to be coming for, the person who gave you this haircut. Because this is not it, bro. I don't understand. What was you thinking, bro? Like, dude, it's cool. I ain't got a mullet, dude. But yeah, let's get to the actual technique. So I know he's just hitting mitts, and I know it's gonna be some fun. Like, dude, he's just hitting mitts right now, dude. You're being too technical. But it's like, normally the habits that you have stay with you while you're even doing mitts. So I've noticed that he keeps his hands quite low. Even when I'm doing mitts, I keep my hands up because I'm always kind of like, used to somebody maybe firing back or just having my hands up, because I'm used to, if I'm close distance, I keep my hands up. If I'm farther away where the man can't hit me or I'm out of my opponent's range, then I can probably rest my hands a little bit lower. But he's got his hands low. So I think that might be the first red flag on his technique right there, along with his slow punching, man. He punching like a goddamn
underwater Mexican.
Goddamn, no disrespect, but let's go.
Good. Take that cross, get your head over there. Go.
So that part was sound advice by the mitt holder right there. But at the same time, I'm surprised that Dillon Danis wouldn't already understand that. I think that's another red flag. So basically what the mitt holder was saying was, when you're throwing your cross, you're throwing your 1-2, you're using them as basically throwaway punches, and then you're going with the hook to the body. So at the same time, while you're throwing the cross, you're going to slip. That's what they mean when they say get your head off the center line. You throw a punch and you get your head out the way at the same time. I throw a jab. If I'm throwing my jab with my left hand, I slip to the right. If I'm throwing my right hand, I'm going to slip to the left. But in this case, he's left-handed, so he's going to slip to the right. And that's going to also set him up first to get his head out the way and not get punched while throwing the body shot, but it also will give him a better angle to get the body shot off. Unless you're an idiot or somebody who is very much a novice in combat sports, which Dillon Danis has definitely fought in USC, you should know this already. When you're going to the body, your head should be off center or out the way, unless you like getting hit. When you throw punches, you should have your head slightly off center, unless you like getting hit. Think of guys like Cody Garbrandt when he gets into those little firefights like an idiot. He's throwing punches, keeping his head in the same spot. All it takes for one guy to move his head off center and throw his right hand or his left hand, depending what hand he is, and it's curtains for dumb guys like Cody Garbrandt. So always be working on moving your head a little bit off center. It shouldn't be no big drastic move, but it's a short enough move where you're getting out of the way of a punch. Let's go.
Here we go, jab. 2. Good, body shot right here. Yep, you hit it. Go. Good, jump jab. Go this way. 3-2. Go. Go this way. 2-3.
So another red flag I noticed with Dillon Danis' boxing game so far is he throws his hooks lazy. And by lazy, I mean he doesn't pick his elbow up when he throws his hook, because when you throw your hook, it's supposed to be a little bit of protection. If you've watched any of the older coaches like Freddie Roach, or if you've been to the boxing gym yourself and maybe you've been taught by an older guy, they will teach you that when you throw your hook, your elbow should come up and your your forearm should be level with maybe your chin or your eyes or something like that. So that way you're not getting hit while you're throwing your hook. And then at the same time, if you were to miss, they also, you know, it's like an old, wily veteran, dirty tactic. They'd be like, oh yeah, you can hit him with your elbow too. But that's one thing I've noticed that he's doing poorly with his hooks. He's throwing them super lazy. It might hit somebody, but if somebody's right in front of you and they have enough timing to catch you while you throw your hook, it's curtains. So he can get popped all day, even though he might be throwing his hook pop. I don't know if KSI has the reaction time to take advantage of that, or just the skills in general to take advantage of that. But that's one thing. Look at how low he throws his hook. It's under his chin. So it's basically like, hit me in the face while I throw it. Even though he is doing mitts, you still, like I said, your habits that are good stay with you. Let's go.
1, jab, good, jab, 2, 2.
So right there, I wouldn't say that I saw anything that would separate him in skill level compared to a KSI or really any of these little YouTube jokers in general. You know, I like I said, he had the lazy hooks. He kept his hands pretty low like a lazy joker. He was punching slow like he was an underwater Mexican. He just didn't really have anything that showed me something, man. He looks like an MMA guy who focuses mostly on grappling instead of an MMA guy who focuses a lot more on kickboxing or Muay Thai, because his hands are pretty non-existent. He looks like he's going to just straight go for the takedown all his fights. I never watched him actually fight, but I'm definitely assuming he goes for the takedown and tries to submit you. The only thing I saw that was redeeming about this whole thing was his boxing shoes. The boxing shoes kind of fire, but there's a but. They are Adidas, and I ain't rocking with Adidas with how they did Kanye West. I ain't a fan of Kanye West or nothing like that, but you know, I feel like they kind of showed they ass to him and the black community in a way by doing that. So yeah, I ain't supporting no more new Adidas. All the ones I got in my closet still is fair game. I wear them, but I ain't buying nothing new for them. But mitt work is not a fair component to judge somebody's whole fight game off of. So we got some sparring footage with your boy and even a little bit of bag footage. We're going to check them out in real time. Let's go. Damn, you don't need how to wrap your hands, bro. Or maybe this dude was, you know, he's being such a nut licker. He was like, I want to wrap Dillon Danis' hands, goddamn. But you know, you should know how to wrap your hands, man. If you're a boxer, MMA fighter, any of them, you should know how to wrap your hands. It's the equivalent of an adult not knowing how to wipe their butt and getting somebody else to wipe their butt for them. Know how to wrap your hands. Let's go. Terrible technique right there. Look how he drops both of his hands at the same time to go to the body, and he keeps his head in the same spot. That's what I mean by not getting your head off the center line. Anybody who's any self-respecting boxer that's worth their salt would have been able to take advantage of that. Make sure you move your head off the center line. Don't bring both hands down at the same time like a sucker. Let's go. This is why I said we have to look at some sparring footage and not just mitts or bag, because this guy looks better than Dillon Danis on the bag, but he was kind of getting touched in that little video. Maybe there's more to the video, obviously, but you know, he was getting touched and he looked pretty silly in the video. So I don't know what's going on. Let's get it. What is this? What is that? Look at that. So that's pretty much all the footage I got of your boy Dillon Danis right there, man. He wasn't looking too spectacular on the mitts or even in sparring. I think in the sparring video, he said his leg was jacked up or something like that. He might have got submitted and somebody broke that thing with a knee bar. I don't know. But, yeah, man, he said his leg was down bad. He didn't look good in either one. The last couple of punches on the bat was good garbage. I noticed he brings both hands down when he punches a lot. He doesn't punch really well with his hooks. He keeps his guard really low. all different things that, you know, you can get taken advantage of in the ring, man. Also, not to mention, he has a Namor dad bod. Namor from Wakanda Forever had a terrible body for somebody who's supposed to be a superhero, bro. You're literally a mutant, and you run around here with love handles and rolls, bro. How? And you swim all day, bro. You swim all day. Anybody who has ever done swimming as a workout, you know that swimming will have you ripped up. Bruh, I don't care what you say, bruh. Swimming is one of the hardest workouts, bruh. You can do that every day, all day. You're not ripped, and you're a mutant? Come on, man. But yeah, man, Dillon Danis, he wasn't looking too good, man. He was punching slow like an underwater Mexican. He was punching sorry, and his haircut sucks, and his body is not that of a top-tier athlete who's in shape. But anyway, man, what do you guys think about Dillon Danis? Do you think that he has the ability to beat KSI? Or do you think KSI will somehow pull it off? I don't know. I think that, you know, that's a toss-up. Both guys are pretty sorry in boxing. If KSI does beat Dillon Danis, he should definitely, you know, go into hiding for a few months. But otherwise, if he beats KSI, it's like, yeah, you just beat the YouTuber. But anyway, y'all let me know, man. Thanks for watching up to this point. If you did, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.